look, everybody got problems, and I'm trying to take care of mine, and I gave up that narcotic.
Round and round you go. Round and round you go. Round and round you go. Let me hear you say scrub the ground. Scrub the ground. Let me hear you say scrub the ground. Scrub the ground. Let me hear you say scrub the ground. Scrub the ground. Let me hear you say scrub the ground. Scrub the ground.
Well, it's my turn. Yeah, it's my time to flex right back in the high. Who's next? Get your up on the floor and start. Work the thing for the total quad. Oh, girl, that's what we like to dance trick, cause we all wanna splash it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Make you rough, baby, cooch fuck around. Put your legs on the ceiling so we can start feeling. As you know, this block we chillin'. Ain't no time to be wasted.
Begging for some dick. Begging for some nuts.
Head gotta get his money's worth, yo.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. And I'm your host, Mr. Tariq King Flex Nasheed. Glad to have everybody tuning back into the show tonight. We're broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. Ready to chop up game and do what I do. Today's show is brought to you by Mack Lessons Radio.com. That's where you can check out all the episodes of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. And MackLessons.com. That's where you can get the Mack Lessons DVD and all your Macking products for all of your Macking needs. And I'm flowing straight from the survival scrolls as I usually do. Now, today's show is going to be a great show. I'm bumping some of that old school Kid Money in the background for all you Atlanta folks, which y'all know about that. Now, on today's show, I'm going to take a couple of callers from listeners, and I'm going to read one of the listeners' emails. And I also have some Alexis K. Tyler clips, some brand new Alexis Tyler clips to play. Very good stuff. And I'm going to make it do what it do. Now, let me start off with this email that I got from a young lady. Let me put on me some player music. Hold on 1 second. Let me get me some Mac music going on. There we go. So I can flow. Today, I'm going to flow a little bit. Now, I got an email from a young lady on MySpace. And her email said this. It said, "What's up, Tariq? I'm a big fan, and I'm sure you get a lot of messages. I've seen you on TV. I've heard you on the radio. And I wanted to get your opinion. I dated a guy for 7 months. He's 24. We went on trips together. We saw each other almost every day. He would call me daily. He had me around his daughter, who he's very protective over. He owns his own business. He's very successful, and he's very attractive. He got sex from me on the regular, and he loved it. I know he was satisfied in that area because he always let me know he was. I did everything a guy would want. I didn't nag. I gave head without him asking, but he did a lot for me too. I never had to worry about anything. He treated me like a queen wherever we went. I knew his family. He would leave me at his house alone, and on the outside it looked as if we had the perfect relationship, but he cheated. What would lead a man who would always tell his friends that he had the perfect girl to cheat? I'm suspicious. Why would he do this without even giving me an explanation? And when I ask him, he gets very defensive about his whereabouts and what he's doing. So please advise me. I need help. What should I do? Now, ladies, I hope all my ladies are listening up to this, because a lot of ladies are dealing with men and they are dealing with this similar situation. And that's going to be the topic of today, ladies. Men going through player stages. See, women, all men go through a player stage. Ladies, all men go through a stage in their lives where they want to see how many notches on their belt they can get. All men go through a stage where they want to chop up game and get a number of women. It's all about quantity instead of quality. Every man goes through this stage, ladies. Just like women, ladies, you go through a hoochie stage, where there's a stage in your life, ladies, where you want to get attention from as many men as possible. Women, you all go through that. You know you do. And women, usually that hoochie stage is between 18 to 21. Sometimes earlier. And men go through that superficial player stage. It's something instinctive in men that makes us want to go out there and just bang as many women as we can get, just to see if we can do it. We have to get it out of our system. In the old days, they call it soaring your wild oats. You want to get all that shit out your system before you settle down. Every guy has to go through it, women. The problem with relationships, ladies, a lot of times you get these men in the middle of their player stage. Because the objective, ladies, is to get a man when he's getting out of his player stage. So, ladies, you get these guys in the height of their player stage and you try to change them and you do everything you're supposed to do, but these men are still on that player shit. Or they're still out here having desires to bang other women, and you're wondering, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? What should I have done better? And there's really nothing you can do about that, ladies. It's something in the men that they have to get out. Like, ladies, when you're going through your attention whore stage, there's nothing a guy can do about that. Prince Charming can come riding up on a horse with flowers and a glass slipper, but you still going to want to go out and wear your hoochie clothes at All-Star Weekend. You got to get it out your system, ladies, and men have to get that player shit out of their system. Now, the player stage, ladies, is usually between 24 and 35. Let's see who's on the phone. Hotline. Hello, who's on the phone? All right, people calling ain't saying nothing. If you call up, say something. Don't play on the phone now. I'm flowing. Like I said, that player stage is usually between around 24 and 35. Sometimes guys get it out of their system a little sooner. Sometimes they get it out of their system by 30. Sometimes the player stage starts a little earlier in men. And I say the player stage starts at around 24 because when a guy is around 18, 19, 20, he's just banging anything, he can bang. He's not really a player yet because he really doesn't have player options. He doesn't have an option to really bang a quality women or a number of women. When a guy is young, usually he's reduced to dating the local women that's in his neighborhood. But when a guy's around 24 years old, he gets out of college, he's just now getting his career on track, he's getting a little money in his pocket, has his little crib, has a little ride. Now he has options. He can travel to different spots and get different women, and he wants to utilize those options. See, when a guy is younger and he doesn't have any options, he'll hold on to the first female who gives him play because he doesn't think that he can get better. But when a guy gets his shit together and he gets his option game up, he knows that he can, be picky and choosy about the different women he deals with, and he's cool. He's going to utilize the options that he has. That's when the player stage kicks in because he knows his value then. See, when a guy is young, 18, 19, a lot of the 18, 19-year-old women are getting play from the older guys. Or 18, 19-year-old woman, her stock is very high. But an 18, 19-year-old guy, his stock is very low. So anytime a woman gives him play, he's like, damn, let me wife her up. He doesn't know better yet. He doesn't know that his options get better as he gets older. Once he starts to realize that his options get better, he's going to utilize those options. Are you following me, ladies? I don't want to lose you on this. So, the lady who sent the email, the guy that you're dealing with, he's 24 years old, and as you said, he has his shit together, has the successful business thing going on, look like he has his money together. And he's in the height of his player stage. 24 years old, that is the height of the player stage. Now, some guys go through the stage a little later. Some guys, when they're 18, 19, 20, they wife up somebody and they never get that player shit out of their system. They never get that player stage out of them. And they have the player stage popping off later on in life at around 39, 40. And they commonly refer to this as a midlife crisis. It's not a midlife crisis. He's just going through that delayed player stage. And I talked about this in a couple of my books. Like Player Be Played. Ladies, y'all definitely go read my book, Player Be Played. I talk about this a little bit in depth in that book. So ladies, you can check that book out. But ladies, when you're dealing with a guy, the best thing to do is try to make sure that he's out of that player stage. Trying to change a guy who's in the middle of a player stage is going to be very frustrating and it's going to fuck with your confidence, because any type of failure nips away at your confidence no matter what it is. So you shouldn't put yourself in a position where you're going to fail. Men too. Men too, you can't try to wife these broads up when they're in the middle of their attention whore stage. There's nothing you can do, fellas. When a female wants to be an attention whore, you better let her sit back and do her attention whoring. Let her get it out of her system. Let her get it out of her system. Because women are going to go through that stage sooner or later in life. A lot of times women, they get wifed up at a young age and they didn't get that shit out of their system. And those are the women you see at the club, the 38, 39-year-old women with some Daisy Dukes on at the goddamn club. So, ladies, just realize that all men go through that player stage. You just want to find a guy who has that shit out of his system. And you can tell the guys who has it out of their system because their demeanor is more low-key. Their demeanor is more laid back. They know how to pick and choose quality over quantity. You can look at the type of women a guy deals with and tell if he's in that player stage or not. Because a lot of guys who's in the middle of the player stage, they don't give a damn how fly the woman is. They'll date, they'll go out with anybody. They'll bang anything. It's all about quantity instead of quantity. It's a numbers game. So instead of a bunch of dimes, they'll have a couple of fives, a couple of sixes mixed off in there. Just look at this nigga's dating background and see what he's dealing with, and you can kind of tell whether he's in that player stage or not. And also, women, you're 7 years more mature than men anyway. Biologically, women are 7 years more mature than men. So women, if you're like 22, 23, 24, and you're dating a guy who's around the same age as you, that's a mistake right there. Because the level of maturity is different. And there are exceptions to that, but I'm just giving you a generalization. Now, with me, unfortunately, I was fortunate enough to get my player stage out, excuse me, pretty early, like during high school. I was fortunate enough to get all that shit out of my system because I started off high. I started off at 14, 15 years old with very cute girls. So I knew my value at a young age. That's why, when I became 21, 22, 23, it was nothing. I was used to that. So I knew I wasn't going to wife nobody up because I knew I had options, so I wasn't tripping. So then I started looking for quality instead of quantity. See, a lot of 15-year-old guys, they ain't getting no play. Or they're dating the local hood rat and happy to have her. So when they get 24, 25 years old, when they start getting dimes, they lose their minds. That's why a lot of athletes, a lot of these young guys who are professional athletes, who become professional athletes, they lose their mind. They start knocking up every woman in sight and having kids all over the place because these dudes weren't getting no play in school. All of a sudden they got a little money, then they got attractive overnight, and they started getting overwhelmed by all these women giving them play, and they want to utilize those options. That's just a little something to think about, ladies and fellas. Now anyway, we're going to get into this brand new Alexis K. Tyler clip. And Alexis, I love her to death. Very funny lady. And this clip is very funny. In this clip, Alexis is talking. Let me turn this music down. Alexis is talking about gay guys, gay guys. I think she's talking about some gay dudes hanging out in Atlanta and guys who solicit gay guys, straight white men who solicit gay guys. These clips, they just start out of nowhere, so I don't even know what the premise is, but Alexis is so funny, you just kind of roll with it. But you guys can check it out on YouTube. Check out the new Alexis Tyler clip. Just type in Alexis K. Tyler talks about gay guys. I don't know what the exact URL is, but she's talking about white dudes picking up black gay men in the hood in Atlanta. And it's some real funny shit. And here it is.
Them over and dominating them and busting their asshole out, then they feel satisfied, they feel rejuvenated, they've gotten this pressure off of, they feel this ejaculation, this gratification, because they coming like this, then they lead them black boys right over there where they found them, give them what, $3 or $4 or a damn crystal snack or something, and going on.
Now, for those who don't know, Crystal, she said they be fucking the little black boys and then give them a couple of dollars and a Crystal snack. Now, for those people who don't live in the South, Crystal's is a restaurant down south. It's like White Castle, for those who don't know. Now, let me see who's on the phone real quick. Hotline, who's on the phone?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Mathematics.
What's up,
from New York.
Oh, what's up, Mathematics? What's on your mind tonight, man?
Oh, man, I got your topic, man. Is men going through the player stage?
Yeah. What's your opinion on that?
Man, I think it's kind of like, like in an involvement that people have to go through, you know what I'm saying, like a caterpillar, you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know what I'm saying, have to go through this cocoon stage and become like a butterfly.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, men have to evolve into like, you know what I'm saying, that stage where, we have to get it out of our system. We have to, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a right to passage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got your little circle, your little group, and like if you ain't been to the player stage, I mean, whether you married or not, you eventually going to go through it, right?
Absolutely. I just talked about that. Men going through the player stage and they just have to get it out of their system. It's going to happen to every man sooner or later. So I told women they have to accept that and try to find a guy who has basically got that shit out of his system. All right.
I do got a question about that though.
Go ahead.
Why don't you think women understand, you know what I'm saying, when a guy goes to that stage?
Because women, man, their whole thing is trying to change guys. All women think, this is what women think subconsciously. They're like, okay, he's a player and I know he's flawed, but all he needs is a piece of this good pussy and this good pussy will change him. And that's how women think. Women think that they can, they got the magic pussy that's going to change us, and you can't do that. You can't change no dude. You got to accept him and his character. And when women realize that, they're going to be fine. But, women, they think they can change brothers. So that's the problem.
Right.
But anyway, man, thanks for the call, player. Let me finish bumping this Alexis K. Tyler. But like I said, Crystal, she made a reference to Crystal, and I forgot about it. I used to live in Birmingham, Alabama, and we used to eat that shit all the time. Crystal's hamburgers was the shit back in the day. But here's the rest of the clip.
What you mean, Crystal? I mean, one of my friends was telling me last night on his side of town he lived on, it was some good-looking black boys, young black boys, tall. One, he said, was 6 feet, medium built, fine, had the jeans down, hanging past his waist, past his butt, looking at him when he was out going to the store, flagging them down, man. They out on the stroll flagging dicks down. These dope-selling men out there dressed like thugs, selling crack, trying to get money for crack, is also out there trying to sell some dick slash crack, sell some head. Let them know they will. That just like they got these signs that I will work for food. Let them know they will fuck for food. They will suck a dick for some food. They will suck a dick for some money. And they out there rationing out the dick and the nuts, rationing out the throat. Now, a lot of these men got girlfriends and babies at home. But this one told my friend last night, I just like to suck dicks. And I will suck your dick for whatever you give me. It was no particular amount that he had in mind. He's like, whatever you can scrape up and give me, I will take it. Hell, I suck your dick for nothing because I likes to suck dicks. That's what this young, good-looking...
Now, y'all know I'm a quote that, and I'm gonna be playing that every goddamn day.
Boy that you would not think was gay told my friend, and he said he bypassed it. So I'm like, damn, they are out there actually offering the dick up, negotiating some kind of fee, or actually damn like a damn handicap basket case, man. Whatever you can scrounge up. I guess they got a little basket in their pocket or something where they holding up with a sign saying that they will suck a dick up until they hiccup, or just a piece of bread, a sandwich or something. See, it's gotten to that point. And that's what these gay men and these gay boys need to know, as well as the women need to know.
Now, she's on here with her mom, and her mom is just as funny. Her mom's reactions are just goddamn hilarious.
I think it depends on who it is. Some call themselves gay. Some of them call themselves homosexual. I don't think it's just one name that fits all. Sometimes society will try to come out mainstream, will try to give you a name.
Right.
But I just go by whatever that individual prefers to be called when I'm dealing with them.
Well, I mean, you know, to say you gay young men, you selling your body for crystal, you know? And a hamburger. You know, I'm sure that they got mates out there, right?
Not all of them, because like I said about the dog inside of the God. See, that's what we got to understand.
That's where you come to that at.
We got a lot of men that just like to hunt down young boys and put their dick in their asshole in their mouth. We got a lot of grown men that don't want nobody old or they age. Even these old ass men hop around here on these sticks with snuff in their mouth and their teeth out, and they got a big wad over here in their damn jaw full of tobacco. Man, it will just fulfill all their dreams. If they get one of them young boys around the corner, they'll pull that wad out so quick they act like they hand bent up and feeble and shit, and they all got arthritis and they can't hardly walk. Let one of them young dicks come around the corner. They hear, put that jaw or put that tobacco out their jaw and put that whole dick up in their mouth and suck them young boys' dick up. They can get them crippled up ass knees and lift them up or get up out that walker, take that knee brace off their leg and bend over on the bed there and let them young boys fuck them all in the ass and give them all that SSI check and all that damn social security. Man, they'll give them all of whatever they want. They'll give it to them. They can have that thrill again, that rush again of having them young boys. You know, they talking about these women, but they say they got a lot of these old men wearing these pampers. And y'all take this how you want.
Pampers?
The old men wearing these damn Depends Pampers.
Oh, yeah, I got a friend that a man went up on in the store with a box of them and said, how you wear these? How you put these on?
And they wearing them Pampers because they asshole done fell out. The bottom done been knocked out. They done had so many damn huge goddamn King Kong dicks up their ass and can't control their bowels and hold their damn bowels back. So you thinking because them men old and folk feeling sorry for them because they old and the old folk home in a wheelchair and had to have all kind of damn asshole operations.
Now, that's
really because
right
they
there.
done
That
had them
should scare
dicks.
them right there. That right there should make them bag up a little bit on being homosexual.
It's not going to make them back up off homosexual because you got to realize you got a lot of women that got bowel problems too because they taking damn 50 feet dicks up their ass, whole damn yards and dicks up all up in their asshole trying to compete with white.
That's enough. That's it. That's it. That's enough. Alexis K. Tyler. That's damn. I love Alexis K. Tyler. I love Alexis Tyler. You can never go wrong with Alexis Tyler. Oh, my God. Anyway, everybody, that's been today's episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. Flowing straight from the Survival Scrolls now. I'm going to be in Hawaii. I'm leaving for Hawaii tomorrow. So I'm going to post up some pics on my blog. I'll be in Hawaii for a week. Hanging out, handling business, doing my thing. So I'm going to post up some photos for you guys. And don't forget to check out MackLessons.com, MackLessonsRadio.com. And I will holler at you guys next time. Peace.